apologize for streaming late today. Please accept our sincere apology. Good evening and thank you for joining us on BeeTv News at 6. My name is Evelyn Izibili. Welcome. Edo State Governor Monday Opebolo has taken a bold stance against kidnapping, commencing the demolition of buildings belonging to kidnappers and their accomplices. This decision action aims to send a strong message to perpetrators and follow the signing into law of the 2025 amended law prohibiting kidnapping and related activities. BeeTv News senior reporter Bess Orito has details.
The first building to be demolished was a 3-bedroom flat in Ile community, Ekpoma, used by kidnappers to detain their victims. Firearms and other dangerous objects were recovered by the police. Governor Monday Opebolo emphasized that this move is part of his administration's efforts to rid the state of criminality. He was represented by security aide Ahere Paul and Mike Aneto, head of the task force, who addressed newsmen shortly after the demolition exercise.
This is a hard out for the kidnapper. If they kidnap, they keep the victim here. So for the new law that the House of Assembly, Edo State government passed, so any house they keep a victim of kidnapping, they will bring the house down. And this is a warning to all the landlord and landlady. Before you give your house to anybody to rent, you must verify who is that person and where he's working. And if you refuse to do that, the same thing that happened to this house will also happen to that landlord or landlady.
We are here because this house have been using it to keep victims of kidnapping. And in the process, when the police came to raid this house, 2 arms were found, illegal arms were found, they're used for those kidnapping. And the new law have said, that was passed a bill that was passed into law of recent by the governor, that any house found within the Edo State for kidnapping use should be brought down. I think that's why we are here today. And I think it's a good one because it's going to set a deterrent to others. Anytime you are keeping a tenant in your house, you have to profile that tenant. Go to the police station, any nearest police station, and make the police be aware that this social person is a tenant. Let police help you profile that person before you accommodate anybody in your house to avoid such things.
Residents have expressed satisfaction with the demolition, citing the positive impact on community safety. One concerned citizen, Anthony Oserale, noted that women can now boldly go to their farms without fear of kidnapping. Another resident advised landlords to conduct background checks on tenants to prevent harboring kidnappers. He said it is a good development and a lesson to others. Victims of kidnapping have also come forward to share their experiences. One victim who wished to remain anonymous thanked the state government for the rescue.
So it will be, make me free for bush. Now for me they go. Now for my life pass. If you say maybe pay me money now, like 70,000, say make I not go from again, you know go feed my family.
I say I will give advice to the landlords, at least before you give your house out to anybody, try and know the person you are giving that house to. And again, if you are not around, it's better you keep the house like that than trying to put somebody there that would be taking care of the house. It's a good development to the state government because it's a lesson to others.
A suspected kidnapper known as Small Juju confessed to involvement in a 7-man gang, revealing that 10 million naira was paid as ransom and that most kidnapped victims were used for rituals. He also admitted to having received the sum of 3 million naira from the kidnapping proceeds. Phyllis Ekpama from Uromi, another suspected kidnapper, also gave his account on how he was lured by a fellow suspect, Small Juju.
Because I go kidnap a person. Now one guy with the job results. One guy with the job results with one girl. I kidnap 2 of them. Nearly 2 times I don't kidnap. My name is Uchenna Otubo. Me, I will be a Palma Ferris, and this person promised me. So we will kidnap. We don't kidnap. No, maybe this house. You get one for the keep there for Uromi. some others they stay CID now. They now this in the stay. Some they stay Lucius and they stay data. Now took cut aside. Now what they taking now?
This boy, this small juju so, now he lure me to kidnap. I never kidnapped before. He come and meet me for her. I say, you know, Sabi drive. Make me come to help and they drive.
Governor Monday Okpaiolo's bold step demonstrates his commitment to boosting security in Edo State, fulfilling his campaign promise. The amended laws provide for severe penalties, including the death penalty for convicted kidnappers, confiscation and demolition of properties, and several penalties for accomplices. Best Orator reporting for BeeTv News.
Edo State Governor Senator Monday Okpaiolo and his administration is ready to partner relevant organizations, bodies and agencies to promote sports in the state and catch young Edo citizens. Governor Monday Okpaiolo said this when he received a telecommunication company led by its general manager customer segment, Mr. Idowu Adesokan, who were in Government House. BeeTv News Osarigwe Agbobo has details.
Please, let's be seated as we welcome His Excellency.
The governor, who was happy to receive the telecommunication organization, appealed to the organization to help spread their network to Ira in East Central. He said his administration is ready to support the CHAMPS program, which is a track and field competition set to discover outstanding athletes from schools across Nigeria. He assured them that his administration will support MTN to make sure that the CHAMPS program is successful. The leaders of the telecommunication organization, Mr. Idowu Adesokan, said he is in Government House to introduce CHAMPS, which is a grassroots program to bring athletics back to the forefront in Nigeria. He noted that the program, which started in 2023, saw Edo State participating in the program and now back to the state. He said the state is focused on athletics. At the National Sports Festival, Edo State is always top at the medals table. It shows the state investment in sports over the years.
We have come here today to say we don't want to go this alone. We want to run this in partnership with a state like Edo State and ensure that we win. If these students do well, we don't care whether it is us or it's Edo State to remember, as long as they get to where we want them to be.
He said they have done this across 7 cities, covered over 900 secondary schools because the game is a grassroots program and able to host over 15,000 students and capture 20 students with good talent that are in academy now. 3 of the 20 are from Edo State. Usaroge Agwebo reporting for BeeTv News.
A 3-day free medical outreach organized by Ikpoba Oha local government area under the administration of the acting chairman, Honorable Obosa Jolly Ogbeide, has commenced with hundreds of people benefiting from
ear and nose consultation and free drug distribution.
Baba no move. Baba no move.
In an interview with BeeTv News, beneficiaries of the free medical outreach praised the acting chairman of the Ikpoba local government, Honorable Obosa Jolly Ogbeide, for the remarkable act of leadership. They prayed God to continue to increase him and his administration so that he can impact on the people of Ikpoba local government.
Spend the number for phone. They come, my brother can't tell me. I can't call the man, say not true. Make me they come, Goroti. As I come, really they attend to me. God, I thank you. The eye now, as I close this one eye now, I they see clearly. God, thank you for my life. Thank you for Honorable Jolly for making me to see roads today. Thank you for our life. God will protect her. In Jesus' name.
I heard of it yesterday. I just want to thank the chairman of Ikpoba for the free treatment he rendered to us. Say, may God bless him. His good work, may he keep the work going.
We started this free medical outreach yesterday and it's for a period of 3 days. With the help of our chairman, Honorable Dolly Obosa, well, a lot of persons have benefited from this free medical outreach, and it says that most of them, they don't go for checkup, not until you have free checkup like this. So we're able to screen a lot of them that have high BP, and we're able to give them some medications. Even the other emails that we sent out, then again, free surgeries were done on those that have cataracts.
The acting chairman of the Ipoba local government, Honorable Bosa Jolly Obedi, said the free medical outreach, which he said is done in line with the Governor Mondo Pebolo's Health Initiative, will feature surgeries for cataract patients and treatment of other ailments.
We have those here for dental care. We have those that also benefit from the eye care, which will definitely be, some will be living here very soon for eye surgeries, and which is cataract surgeries, and also ENT, ear, nose and throat treatments. And more so, there will be a follow-up after now in our various PHCs. Talking about this health initiative, as they say, health is wealth. So we are doing this to also quickly help the people, to bring that awareness to them, and to avoid or for early to bring the fact of early checkup to avoid permanent blindness.
Meanwhile, the local government secretary, Comrade Nosa Omoruyi, said the gesture by the local government acting chairman Honorable Bosa Jolly Obedi shows that he is a compassionate leader who has the interests of his people at heart, and said the free medical outreach has been on since Wednesday this week and will climax on Friday.
The medical outreach is being rendered by the council chairman, Honorable Jolly Obosa Obedi, and the aim is to reach out to give back to the people. So we started yesterday. You also know that this is Lent period, a time of almsgiving. So it's a man of good heart. He has decided to render free medical care to the populace.
Similar outreach is holding at the Western Boys High School premises. Freeman Usawe reporting for BeeTv News.
The Financial Reporting Council of Nigeria has initiated a Nigerian Public Sector Governance Code with a view to institutionalize greater transparency in the administration of public funds. Execution Secretary and CEO of the Council, Mr. Rabbi Olowo, said the code will promote good governance and address misuse of funds by government officials, addressing stakeholders in Abuja. Mr. Olowo noted that the code will ease collaboration between government agencies, private sectors, and development partners on the execution of large-scale projects. The Executive Secretary added that the code will strengthen individuals' organization and contribute to the organization overall stability and sustainability of the nation's public sector.
The technical working group in putting together this document for the public sector organizations have considered global concepts of good governance and recommended guidelines that promote good governance practices and standards of accountability, transparency, and effective governance which they can aspire to. This becomes even very compelling as the public sector plays a strategic role in the success of the Nigerian economy. By applying the principles and recommended guidelines stated herein, it is our hope that the code will enhance fulfillment of the overall mandate of the public sector institutions, be a tool for board and management organizations to operate in a more effective manner, to promote a culture of trust between organizations and their stakeholders, and create incentives that reward those organizations who commit to embracing high standards of public accountability and good stewardship.
Regardless of their position, you may be the minister, you may be a messenger in an office. The fact of the matter is that all of us are serving public interests. And if you're serving public interest, this court is saying, this is how we should behave, this is how we should conduct ourselves, and this is what we need to do to ensure that we protect the assets and ensure that at least we have a very strong corporate governance in our.
The Honorable Commissioner of Women's Affairs and Social Development, Chief Barrister B.C. Idaomi, has reaffirmed the Edo State Government Committee to fostering more inclusive society where women and girls will be empowered, protected, and given equal opportunities to excel. Chief BC Idaomi made the remark during a press briefing held in commemoration of the 2025 International Women's Day celebration with the theme Accelerate Action. BeeTv News' Osaragwe Agwebo, who was there, reports that the commissioner and other stakeholders also embarked on the sensitization roadwalk around major roads in Benin City.
Addressing journalists and other stakeholders who include the wife of the Secretary to the Edo State Government, Mrs. Umar Ikilo, Permanent Secretary, Ministry of Women Affairs and Social Development, Mrs. J. Inyeseke, Directors, Political Associates, Partners and NGOs, part of activities to mark this year International Women's Day. The Commissioner for Women Affairs and Social Development, Edo State, Chief Barrister BC Idaomi, reaffirmed Edo State Government's commitment to promoting gender equality, empowering women and girls. She said this year International Women's Day theme, Accelerate Action, resonates with their collective resolve to advance gender equality and ensure that every woman and girl in Edo State has access to equal opportunity to enable them to thrive and contribute meaningfully to social development.
Today, as we gather to commemorate the 2025 International Women's Day under the global call to inspire inclusion, Edo State proudly aligns with the theme, Accelerate Action, for all women and girls, rights, equality, empowerment. This theme resonates with our collective resolve to advance gender equality and ensure that every woman and girl in Edo State has access to equal opportunities to enable them to thrive and contribute meaningfully to social development, and also a clarion call to deepen our commitment to the eradication of systemic barriers that hinder the progress of women and girls.
Chief BC Idaomi added that a ministry, with the support of Governor Monday Okpebolo, committed to promoting and empowering women in Edo State, as she highlighted several initiatives put in place, such as combating gender-based violence, economic empowerment programs, promoting women's participation in technology, agriculture and politics, gender-responsive budgeting.
Governor Senator Monday Okpebolo, the Executive Governor of Edo State, remains resolute in his commitment to fostering a more inclusive society where women and girls are empowered, protected, and given equal opportunities to excel. In less than 5 months in office, this administration has made significant gains in addressing gender inequalities through various strategic interventions, including but not limited to 1. Combating gender-based violence. We have commenced the reactivation of skills acquisition initiatives across